Welcome back, everybody. Today, we're diving into a world full of comfort food.
Yeah.
You know where the coffee's always hot?
And ready.
We're talking about American diner classics.
Yeah.
You guys gave us a really interesting ultimate guide, all about the topic. And just reading it,
Yeah.
I'm already picturing, those red vinyl booths.
Oh, yeah.
And those chrome counters.
Absolutely.
And that aroma, sizzling bacon.
Yeah.
Strong coffee.
Yes.
Freshly baked pie.
It's more than a meal.
It really is.
It's an experience.
Yeah, it's a whole vibe.
Absolutely.
Before we even get started,
Okay.
I have to ask you,
All right.
what's your go-to diner order?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I know you can't answer me right now,
Right.
but it gets you thinking.
I'm already thinking about it.
Yeah.
I'm getting hungry.
So think about that
Okay.
as we dive in
Right.
to this ultimate guide,
Sounds good.
all about American diner classics.
Okay.
It's interesting
What's that?
how diners
Yeah.
capture this really specific slice
Okay.
of American history,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
especially when we're talking about the food. The food,
Yeah.
those classic dishes that we all love, actually have roots
Okay.
that go all the way back
Right.
to the late 1800s.
Really? Wow.
Take
yeah.
it back.
Imagine this.
Yeah.
Horse-drawn.
Okay.
Lunch wagons.
Lunch wagon's interesting.
Serving as
Wagons.
mobile kitchens
Okay.
for factory workers.
Oh, wow. So like the original...
That's essentially,
truck.
yeah, the earliest version of the diner.
That's pretty cool.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Talk about early food trucks.
Seriously.
It's amazing how those simple wagons
Yeah.
evolved over time.
Right.
From food on the go
Mm-hmm.
to the iconic diners that we see today.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
By the 1920s,
Okay.
those wagons started parking permanently
Okay.
and evolving
Wow.
into stationary lunch counters.
Which were really the forerunners
Oh.
of the classic diner setup as we know it.
Okay.
And then by the mid-20th century,
Right.
we see the rise
Wow.
of these gleaming stainless steel designs
Mm.
that really became symbols of that era.
Right.
That focus on efficiency
Yeah.
and modern aesthetics.
Yeah.
But what's so fascinating is that, even though decades have passed,
Uh-huh.
diners still hold that charm.
They do.
They've become almost like cultural landmarks.
Mm-hmm.
Pockets of nostalgia
Yeah.
that offer a glimpse into simpler times.
Right.
And that sense of community that you just get when you're sharing a good meal.
It's true.
People.
They walk into a diner and you just kind of feel like
Yeah.
at ease, like you belong.
Exactly.
So let's break down
Okay.
what exactly makes a dish
Yeah.
a diner classic.
All right.
This guide highlights 4 key elements.
Okay. Let's hear 'em.
Simplicity,
Mm-hmm.
comfort, satisfaction,
Mm-hmm.
and affordability.
Got it.
Basically food that's easy to understand,
Okay.
full of familiar flavors,
Uh-huh.
served in portions that leave you feeling good,
Yes.
and all without costing a fortune
Right.
for you, the listener.
Mm-hmm.
This means that many of these dishes
Yeah.
are approachable enough
Okay.
to try making at home.
I like that.
Yeah,
So it's not just about going out to eat. It's
Right.
also about maybe getting inspired
exactly.
and trying it yourself.
Yeah, diner food really celebrates that.
Yeah, yeah,
Straightforward cooking
Mm-hmm.
and those readily available ingredients.
Yeah.
It's about...
It's fulfilling those
Okay.
core needs
Mhm.
and desires that we have around food.
Mm-hmm.
Diner food is
Yeah,
unpretentious
it is.
and relatable.
Yes.
It's about enjoying a delicious meal
yeah.
without any unnecessary fuss.
Yeah, you don't need all the fancy
It's
ingredients.
straightforward, simple.
So let's embark
Right.
on a culinary tour,
I'm ready.
starting with breakfast.
The most important meal of the day,
The most important meal of the day,
especially when it comes to diner classics.
especially at the diner.
Yeah.
And what better way to begin than with a stack
Okay.
of fluffy pancakes?
Oh, man, I love pancakes.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, you can't go wrong with pancakes.
This guy talks about endless variations.
Right.
But I think we have to start
Yeah.
with the classic buttermilk pancakes.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Those are the OG,
they are.
the original,
Yeah,
the best.
I think so.
You know what I think is so cool about pancakes?
What's that?
They're like a blank canvas
Oh, yeah?
for flavor.
Yeah?
You can add blueberries
Huh.
for a burst of freshness,
Yes.
chocolate chips
Mm-hmm.
for that sweet indulgence,
Oh, yeah.
or even banana slices
Right.
for a more subtle sweetness.
You can really
It's a dish that's
endlessly
customizable, which
Yeah.
appeals to that
Yeah.
desire for agency and choice.
You're in control of your pancake.
Pancakes. It's your creation.
I love that.
Yeah.
And it's not just the taste.
Right.
It's also the feeling
Yeah.
of starting your day with something
Mhm.
so warm
Oh, yeah.
and comforting.
It's like a warm hug.
Yeah, like a hug on a plate.
In the morning.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now, what perfectly complements
Okay.
those fluffy pancakes? We can't forget the savory side, can we?
No, we can't.
Eggs.
Yes.
And bacon.
Oh, man.
A classic diner duo.
You can't go wrong.
You cannot.
It's the perfect combination.
That crispy bacon,
Yeah.
I can practically hear it
Mhm.
sizzling on the griddle.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
So good.
It's so good.
Classic for a reason. It is.
I said.
The salty,
Yeah.
smoky bacon
Mm,
provides that beautiful contrast to
Yeah.
the richness of the eggs.
it does.
That's like the perfect balance.
A flavor and texture
Yeah.
that really wakes up your taste buds
It does.
in the morning.
And it's so hearty and satisfying.
It's hearty and satisfying.
It just fuels you up
fuels you up for the day.
for whatever you're doing that day.
Exactly.
Now, if you're looking for a breakfast,
Yeah.
that's a bit more, let's say, build your own.
Okay.
The omelet is where it's at.
Ooh, the omelet.
The omelet.
Yes.
The guide mentions the Western omelet,
Okay.
packed with ham,
Mm-hmm.
bell peppers and onions,
Yeah.
and the Denver,
Uh-huh.
which adds diced tomatoes.
Oh.
But honestly,
Yeah.
the possibilities are endless
Oh, yeah.
when it comes to omelets.
The omelet's a true testament
Yeah,
to the diner's ability to cater to individual preferences.
totally.
You can choose your fillings,
Right.
how you want your eggs cooked,
Yeah.
even the type of cheese you want melted on top.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a culinary.
It is choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
It really is.
The omelet is like a choose-your-own-adventure breakfast.
Absolutely.
All right,
Certified.
breakfast is officially served.
Breakfast is served.
But hold on,
Okay.
we're just getting
We're
started.
just getting started.
Up next, lunch and dinner favorites.
Okay. I'm ready.
And of course, we have to start with
Oh, I know what's coming.
the king of
Yes.
diner classic.
And a burger.
The burger. The burger. It's practically a symbol
It
of
is.
American cuisine.
Yes.
And diners have truly mastered
Mm-hmm.
the art of the burger.
They have.
You've got your classic cheeseburger,
Yes.
a symphony of juicy beef,
Ooh.
melted cheese,
Mm-hmm.
crisp lettuce,
Yes.
and tangy pickles,
Okay.
all nestled between soft
Yeah.
sesame seeds buns.
Mm-hmm.
It's simple,
It is.
satisfying,
Yeah.
utterly
Oh,
delicious.
so good.
So good.
And for a twist on the classic,
Okay.
there's the patty melt. The patty melt?
Another diner staple.
Tell me about it.
It's essentially a cheeseburger
Okay.
sandwiched between slices of rye bread
Okay.
with grilled onions
All right.
and melted cheese.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting?
What's that?
The patty melt actually originated
Okay.
in a Los Angeles diner in the 1950s,
Really?
and its popularity
Oh, look.
spread like wildfire
Okay.
across the country.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So from one diner
Yeah.
in LA
Yeah.
to the nation.
I know. It's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
That's a great example
Mm-hmm.
of how diners
Yeah.
have played a role
Right. Yeah.
in shaping
Mm-hmm.
American culinary trends.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're not just serving up classics.
Right.
They're also innovating
Yeah.
and creating new dishes
Mm-hmm.
that become favorites.
Exactly.
Known, right?
And for a diner classic,
Okay.
that's all about
Right.
layers of flavor and texture.
Okay.
We can't forget
I'm intrigued.
the club sandwich.
The club
You
sandwich.
get your turkey,
Yes.
bacon, lettuce, tomato,
Okay.
and mayonnaise
All right.
piled high
Yeah.
between slices of
Mm.
toasted bread.
It's a classic.
It's a true diner icon.
It is a textural masterpiece.
It really is.
Each bite you get,
Yeah.
that satisfying crunch
Uh,
from the bacon and the lettuce,
right.
the creamy smoothness of the mayonnaise,
Oh, yeah?
and then the softness of
Mhm.
the toasted bread.
Yeah,
It all comes together beautifully.
it does.
You know what's interesting about the club sandwich?
What's that?
It actually has a fascinating history.
Okay.
It was originally a high society snack.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Served at exclusive country clubs
Okay.
in the late 19th century.
Interesting.
So it's interesting how it transitioned from a luxury item
No.
to a diner staple,
Yeah.
enjoyed by everyone.
I love that.
Yeah.
And speaking of comfort food, that feels like a warm hug.
Oh, yeah.
We have to talk about
What?
meatloaf
Okay.
and chicken fried steak.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Diner royalty.
Diner royalty for sure.
Yes,
You know these are the dishes
they are.
that evoke memories of home-cooked meals,
Yes.
family gatherings.
Uh-huh.
The meatloaf,
Yeah.
moist and flavorful,
Yeah.
often with a tangy ketchup glaze.
Oh, so good.
And the chicken fried steak,
Yeah.
crispy on the outside,
Mm.
tender on the inside,
Yeah.
smothered in creamy gravy.
Oh, my gosh.
They're both
Yeah.
quintessential examples of comfort food done right.
I think so.
Yeah.
And let's not forget about the sides,
The sides are important.
because no diner meal is complete
Right.
without those
Yeah.
perfect accompaniments.
Those supporting players?
French fries,
Yes.
onion rings,
Oh, yeah.
practically mandatory.
You gotta have them.
I think so.
They're golden,
Yeah.
crispy,
Uh-huh.
perfectly salty.
Mm-hmm.
The perfect partners in crime
They are.
for just about anything on the menu.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But for me,
Okay.
the star of the Diner Side show
Ooh.
has got to be the milkshake.
The milkshake.
The milkshake.
It's a classic.
Thick, creamy,
Yeah.
overflowing with classic flavors
Right.
like chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry.
Yeah.
It's a true indulgence.
It
A
is.
sweet treat that takes you right back
To childhood.
to childhood.
Every time.
And some diners
Yeah.
get really creative
Oh, no.
with their milkshake flavors,
Bruh.
offering everything from peanut butter
Oh.
to cookies and cream.
That's fun.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like a dessert
It's like a dessert
in a glass.
in a glass.
And speaking of desserts,
Okay.
the grand finale
The grand finale.
of any diner experience.
Yeah.
We can't talk about diner desserts
No.
without mentioning
All right.
the classic apple pie, can't we?
Yeah.
That flaky truck.
Oh, yeah.
The sweet cinnamon spiced filling.
So good.
It's pure Americana
It is.
in a dessert.
It represents that homemade goodness
Mm-hmm.
that diners are known for.
Totally.
You know,
So simple,
simple.
comforting,
Yes.
always hits the spot.
It always does.
And of course, we can't forget cheesecake.
A cheesecake.
Oh, yeah.
How could we forget cheesecake? That's the best.
It's rich,
rich,
creamy,
creamy.
and utterly satisfying.
Oh, so satisfying.
You can have it plain
Yes.
with a simple dusting of powdered sugar, or go all out with
Yeah.
fruit toppings
Mm-hmm.
or chocolate sauce.
It's up to you.
It really is.
And again, it
Yeah.
plays into that
Yeah.
diner theme of
Yeah.
customization.
Yeah, you're in control
Exactly.
of your dessert destiny.
You get to decide
I love that.
how you want it.
Yeah.
It's a dessert that
Yeah.
can be as simple
Yeah.
or as decadent
Right.
as you want it to be.
And for a dessert, that's both fun and nostalgic.
Right.
You can't go wrong with a banana split.
Oh, the bananas.
A whole banana scoops of ice cream,
Yeah.
whipped cream,
Okay.
nuts,
Yeah.
a cherry.
Yes.
It's a feast for the eyes
It is.
and the taste buds.
And the taste buds.
It really
A
is.
banana split is
Yeah.
pure joy.
It's a dessert
Yes.
that's meant to be shared
Uh-huh.
and enjoyed with friends
Yeah.
and family,
Exactly.
making it perfect
Perfect.
for this social atmosphere of a diner.
Yeah, it's those shared experiences
Yeah,
that make diners so special.
it is.
It's not just about the food.
It's not.
It's about the memories made, the connections forged
Yeah.
over a good meal.
I love that.
Yeah,
It's amazing
it is.
how these seemingly simple dishes
Mm-hmm.
can evoke so much
Mm.
nostalgia
And
hold such a special place
yeah.
in our hearts.
Uh-huh.
It's more than just filling your stomach.
Right.
It's about experiencing a piece
Yeah.
of American culture and history.
Exactly.
That's true.
Diners are more than just restaurants. They're
Yeah.
cultural institutions that
Yeah.
have captured the hearts and stomachs of generations.
Absolutely.
But what's really interesting is that
Yeah.
beyond the delicious food itself,
Okay.
there are other reasons
Okay.
why diners continue to thrive
Oh.
in today's world.
Okay. I'm curious about this.
Yeah.
I'm really curious to understand
Yeah.
what makes the diner experience
Mhm.
so enduring,
Yeah.
especially in a world that's
Mm.
constantly changing.
Yeah, it's true. Well, first and foremost, diners are incredibly accessible.
Yeah.
They offer fantastic value for your money
I think that's huge.
with generous portions.
Everyone appreciates a good deal,
at prices that won't break the bank.
and diners have always been known for providing that.
Exactly.
And speaking of appealing to everyone,
Yeah.
let's not forget the incredible variety
Oh, the variety.
that diner menus offer,
Does that mean?
from all-day breakfast
Yes.
to classic lunch and dinner options,
Right.
not to mention
Of course.
those tempting desserts.
Those desserts.
Diners cater
They really do.
to such a wide range of tastes.
Yeah, they do.
It's almost impossible not to find something you love.
Yeah.
on a diner menu,
Right.
no matter who you're dining with.
It's true.
And that feeling of comfort we talked about earlier
Yeah.
goes beyond just the food itself.
Absolutely it does.
Wouldn't you say
Sure.
diners have that unique ability
Yeah.
to transport you back in time?
Mm-hmm.
That retro decor
Yeah.
with checkered floors,
Yeah, I love those.
the cozy booths,
Yes.
and the friendly servers
always free.
create an atmosphere
Yeah.
of nostalgia
Uh-huh.
and familiarity.
It's comforting. You walk into a diner
Yeah.
and suddenly the worries of the outside world just seem to fade away.
Yeah.
It's a step back. Yeah.
To simpler times.
It is.
Maybe even to childhood memories
Mhm.
of family meals
Yeah.
and happy moments.
It's like stepping into a time capsule
Yeah.
of good food
For sure.
and good vibes.
And good vibes, absolutely.
And that sense of nostalgia is so powerful.
It is powerful.
It connects us to our past.
Yeah.
And I think even helps us appreciate
Right.
the present moment.
It puts things in perspective
It does.
a little bit.
Yeah, it's almost like
Yeah.
diners offer a form of comfort food
Yeah.
for the soul,
I like that.
not just for the stomach.
That's a beautiful way to put it.
And we can't forget the customization aspect.
Oh, the customization.
Diners are all about letting you personalize your meal,
Yeah, they are.
choosing your omelet fillings,
Yeah.
building your perfect burger, or even selecting
Yeah.
your favorite milkshake flavor.
It's all about choice.
It all adds to that feeling
Yeah.
of agency and
Mhm.
control
Yeah.
over your dining experience. Yeah, you're in the driver's seat.
You are.
Either meal.
Speaking of customization,
Yeah.
I've always found it fascinating
What's that?
how diners are able to cater
Yeah.
to such a diverse clientele.
Right.
It seems like everyone feels welcome
Mm-hmm.
and at home in a diner,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of
Yeah.
their background or preferences.
I think that's because diners have always been community spaces.
Yeah.
They bring people together
Yeah, they do.
from all walks of life.
All walks of life, you know?
It's true.
It's a place where you can strike up a conversation with the person next to you at the counter,
right.
share a laugh with the server,
Yeah.
or simply enjoy a moment of peace and quiet
Uh-huh.
with a good cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Diners really embody that spirit
They do.
of inclusivity and
Mhm.
community that's so important.
And speaking of coffee,
Okay.
that's another diner staple
Oh, yes,
that deserves a shout out.
it does.
That bottomless cup of coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Always hot. Always hot.
Always fresh.
Yeah. Very
It's
hot.
almost as simple as the diner experience itself.
Yeah, you can't have a diner without
You can't.
good coffee.
No.
There's something so comforting
There is.
about that ritual
Mm-hmm.
of sitting at a diner counter,
Yeah.
sipping on a hot cup of coffee,
Mm-hmm.
and watching the world go by.
It's a moment of respite.
It is.
A chance to
Recharge and connect.
connect with yourself or
Perf.
with those around you.
For sure.
It's those little details
Yeah,
that make the diner experience so special.
absolutely.
Now, while diners have always been known
Right.
for their affordability,
Uh-huh.
some might argue that
Yeah.
rising food costs,
I see where you're going with this.
have forced them to increase their prices,
Mm-hmm.
making them less accessible
Right.
than they used to be.
Okay.
What's your take on that?
Well, it's true that food costs have risen
Yeah.
across the board.
Mhm.
And diners haven't been immune to that.
Right.
However,
Okay.
I think they've done a remarkable job
Okay.
of maintaining their value proposition.
Yeah.
They still offer generous portions
They
and
do.
at prices
Yeah.
that are generally more affordable
Right.
than many other dining options.
That makes sense.
You know?
Diners have always been about
Right.
providing good food
Yeah.
at a fair price.
Uh-huh.
And it seems like they've managed to
To stay true to
That's-
that
that core principle.
to that core principle.
Yeah.
It's a testament to
Right.
their resilience and
Yeah.
adaptability.
Mm-hmm.
Diner have always been able to evolve with the times
Right.
while still holding on to those
To those core values.
values.
They make them so beloved.
You know, as we're talking about
Yeah.
the enduring appeal of diners,
Mm.
I can't help but think about
Okay.
the role they play
Yeah.
in preserving
Right.
American culinary tradition. That's a great point.
Diners are like
Yeah.
living museums of
yeah.
classic American cuisine.
They keep those traditional dishes alive,
Yeah.
passing them down from generation to generation.
Think about the meatloaf,
Okay.
the chicken fried steak,
Yeah.
the apple pie,
Mm-hmm.
These are dishes that have been enjoyed
For decades.
in diners for decades.
Yeah.
And they continue to be.
And they're still just as popular.
Just as popular today.
It's amazing.
It's like they're keeping a part of American culinary history alive.
Exactly.
It's a reminder of our shared heritage. And they offer a sense of continuity in a world that's constantly changing.
That's true.
And, it's not just about preserving the past.
Yeah.
Diners are also...
They're also evolving.
Evolving and adapting.
Right.
To modern tastes while still staying true to their roots.
Yeah.
They're incorporating new ingredients, experimenting with different flavor profiles, and even offering healthier options.
Yeah.
While still maintaining...
It's got that classic diner feel.
That classic diner feel, exactly.
Sounds like they found that perfect balance.
The balance.
Between tradition and innovation.
It's not easy to do.
And I think that's a big part of their appeal.
For sure.
They offer a sense of familiarity and comfort.
Right.
While also being open to new ideas and flavors.
It's that willingness to embrace change.
Yeah.
While still honoring their roots.
That makes diners so special.
Exactly.
They're not afraid to try new things.
Right.
But they also understand the importance of preserving those classic dishes and that unique diner atmosphere.
That people have come to love.
It's like they're a microcosm of American culture itself.
I like that.
Embracing both tradition and progress.
Yeah, a little bit of both.
You need both.
You do need both.
To keep moving forward.
Now, thinking back on all those amazing dishes.
Okay.
And the history behind them.
Yeah.
What makes the diner experience so special?
Ooh. That's a good question.
To you personally?
For me, it's that combination of delicious comfort food, the nostalgic atmosphere, and that sense of community that you just don't find in many other places.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah.
Diners are a place where you can relax, be yourself, and enjoy a good meal without any pretenses.
It sounds like diners offer a much-needed escape from the hustle and bustle of everyday life.
That's a great way to describe it.
A place where you can slow down, savor a delicious meal, and reconnect with those simple pleasures that make life so enjoyable.
Diners are a reminder that sometimes the best things in life are the simplest.
And, as we've been exploring the world of American diner classics, I've been thinking about all those iconic dishes, from pancakes to burgers to apple pie. Which one resonates with you the most?
Ooh.
What memories or associations
That's a tough one.
does it evoke for you?
That's a tough one. For me, I think it's the meatloaf.
Oh, yeah.
It takes me right back to my childhood.
Okay.
Sunday dinners at my grandmother's house. You know, that warm, savory aroma filling the kitchen as the meatloaf baked in the oven.
Oh, yeah.
It's always a special occasion, a time for family, sharing stories.
Right.
And to this day, every time I have meatloaf, it brings back those cozy, happy memories.
It's incredible how a single dish can hold so much emotional weight.
Yeah, it really is.
It reminds us that food is so much more.
It is.
Than just fuel.
Yeah.
It's a powerful trigger for memories and emotions. And I think that's a big part of what makes the diner experience so special.
You're right.
It's a place where those memories are made.
Yeah.
Where generations come together to share those classic dishes.
Exactly.
That have stood the test of time.
Absolutely. And it's a beautiful reminder that in a world that's constantly changing and evolving.
Right.
Some things remain constant. The comfort of a warm home-style meal.
Yes.
The joy of sharing a table with loved ones. And the enduring appeal of those diner classics.
Yeah.
Those are the things that truly matter.
It's that sense of timelessness, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like stepping into a place where life slows down for a little while.
For a little while, for sure.
Yeah.
And it's not just about the food.
No.
It's the whole experience.
It is.
The friendly service, the familiar faces, the sense of belonging. Diners have a way of making you feel like you're a part of something.
Yeah.
Bigger. Something special.
I think you've hit the nail on the head.
Oh, thanks.
Diners offer that sense of community and connection that's so vital in today's world.
It's so important.
And as we wrap up our deep dive, into the world of American diner classics.
Right.
I want to leave you, the listener,
yeah,
with a little challenge.
Okay, I like a challenge.
Think about the dishes we've discussed today.
Okay.
Which one speaks to you the most?
All right.
What memories or feelings does it evoke?
Good question.
And maybe, just maybe, it'll inspire you to seek out a local diner.
Yes.
And experience that warmth and comfort firsthand.
It's an adventure worth taking.
It is.
A delicious exploration of American culture, history, and the simple pleasures of a good meal, enjoyed in good company.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
It was my pleasure.
Until next time, happy eating.
See ya!